5 Scientific Causes of Hair Loss and Their Solutions. Part 1. Hair loss. It's one of those things that quietly sneaks up on you. You start to notice more strands on your pillow, in the shower, or caught in your brush. At first, it's easy to ignore, but slowly it begins to affect your confidence. Your reflection feels a little different. The truth is, hair loss is incredibly common, but it's not random. And it's not hopeless. In this video, we're diving deep into the 5 scientifically proven causes of hair loss, and more importantly, what you can do to stop or even reverse it. Let's start with cause number 1, hormonal imbalance, especially DHT. DHT stands for dihydrotestosterone, a hormone derived from testosterone. Scientists have discovered that in people genetically sensitive to DHT, this hormone binds to receptors in hair follicles, especially on the scalp. Over time, it causes the follicles to shrink, making each hair thinner and shorter, until eventually they stop growing entirely. This process is known as androgenic alopecia, or male and female pattern baldness. It's by far the most common type of hair loss. So how can you fight DHT? There are 2 main scientific approaches. The first is blocking its production. Medications like finasteride or dutasteride work by inhibiting the enzyme 5-alpha reductase, the one responsible for converting testosterone into DHT. These are proven to slow or even stop hair loss in many people. The second approach focuses on supporting the follicles directly. Topical treatments, such as minoxidil, can help increase blood flow to the scalp, feeding the follicles with oxygen and nutrients. Combined with DHT blockers, they can create an ideal environment for regrowth. But medication isn't the only answer. Diet, lifestyle, and stress all affect your hormone balance. A diet rich in zinc, vitamin D, and omega-3 fatty acids can help regulate hormones naturally. Avoiding processed foods and managing stress through exercise or meditation can also help lower DHT levels indirectly. Now let's move to cause number 2, nutrient deficiencies. Hair is made up mostly of a protein called keratin. To grow strong, shiny, and thick hair, your body needs the right building blocks, and that means nutrition. Deficiencies in iron, vitamin D, biotin, zinc, and protein are among the most common nutritional reasons for hair loss. Iron deficiency, for example, reduces oxygen delivery to the follicles. When your body senses a lack of oxygen or nutrients, it prioritizes survival, keeping vital organs alive first and letting go of non-essential functions like hair growth. That's why people with low iron or anemia often experience hair thinning before they even realize they have a deficiency. Vitamin D plays another critical role. It helps stimulate new follicles and keeps existing ones active. Low vitamin D levels have been linked to several types of hair loss, including telogen effluvium, a temporary shedding condition triggered by stress or illness. To fix this, focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods. Eat leafy greens, eggs, nuts, seeds, beans, salmon, and lean meats. Supplement if necessary, but only after confirming your deficiency through a blood test. Oversupplementation, especially with fat-soluble vitamins like D and A, can cause more harm than good. Now, let's talk about cause number 3, chronic stress and cortisol. We've all felt stress, but not everyone realizes how powerfully it affects our biology. When you're under chronic stress, your body releases cortisol, the primary stress hormone. In small doses, cortisol is helpful. It gives you energy and focus. But when it stays elevated for too long, it starts interfering with other hormones and even the blood flow to your scalp. High cortisol levels push more hair follicles into what's called the telogen phase, the resting phase of the hair cycle. This is when hairs stop growing and eventually fall out. That is why you might notice increased shedding a few months after a major stressful event, like an illness, breakup, job loss, or even moving to a new city. Fortunately, stress-related hair loss is usually reversible once cortisol levels return to normal. The key is learning to regulate your stress response. Try breathing exercises, yoga, or mindful walking. Sleep is also critical. 7 to 9 hours per night gives your body time to restore hormonal balance. Additionally, certain adaptogenic herbs like ashwagandha and rhodiola have been shown in studies to help reduce cortisol levels naturally. Combining these with scalp massages or low-level laser therapy can further improve circulation and encourage regrowth. Now, before we move on to the fourth cause, let's connect a few dots. You might have noticed how these causes overlap. Hormones, nutrients, and stress all interact in complex ways. For example, high cortisol can deplete zinc and magnesium, both crucial for hair health. Hormonal imbalances can disrupt digestion, leading to poor nutrient absorption. That's why treating hair loss effectively requires a holistic approach, not just one magic pill. It's about balancing the whole system: hormones, nutrients, stress, and lifestyle. Now, let's move to cause number 4, scalp health and inflammation. Your scalp is the soil where your hair grows. If the soil is inflamed or clogged, even the best treatments won't help. Many people overlook this, thinking hair loss is purely internal, but research shows that inflammation and poor scalp circulation can directly weaken follicles. Conditions like seborrheic dermatitis, psoriasis, or fungal infections can cause itching, flaking, and chronic inflammation that damages the follicle base. Over time, the hair becomes thinner and weaker. To restore scalp health, you need to create a clean, oxygen-rich environment for hair to thrive. Start with gentle cleansing. Avoid harsh shampoos with sulfates or alcohol. Use mild, pH-balanced products that maintain the scalp's natural microbiome. Ingredients like salicylic acid, tea tree oil, and niacinamide can help clear buildup and calm irritation. Also, massage your scalp regularly. Just 5 minutes a day increases blood flow and stimulates follicle activity. Finally, consider topical treatments with caffeine, peppermint oil, or rosemary extract, all scientifically shown to improve circulation and encourage hair regrowth naturally. But scalp health isn't only about the products you use. It is also about what's happening inside your body. Poor diet, lack of hydration, and inflammation from processed foods or sugar can manifest on your scalp just like they do on your skin. Drink plenty of water, reduce sugar intake, and eat anti-inflammatory foods: berries, olive oil, green vegetables, and fatty fish. Now we've covered 4 major causes: hormonal imbalance, nutrient deficiency, stress, and scalp inflammation. Each one plays a different role, but they often work together. Coming up next, we'll talk about the 5th and final cause, genetics, and how new research is showing that even your genes have the final word on your hair. Part 2, genetics, modern treatments, and holistic recovery. Now let's move to cause that does 5, genetics, and why it's not the full story. For decades, people believed hair loss was entirely genetic, that if your parents went bald, you would too. And while genetics do play a major role, modern science has revealed something revolutionary. Genes are not your destiny. Yes, your DNA may contain markers that make your hair follicles more sensitive to DHT or inflammation. But the expression of those genes, whether they turn on or off, depends on your environment, lifestyle, and daily habits. This field of research is called epigenetics, and it's one of the most exciting developments in modern health science. Studies show that stress, diet, sleep, toxins, and even mindset can influence gene expression. For example, chronic inflammation can activate genes that accelerate hair follicle miniaturization, while nutrient-rich diets and low stress levels can help silence those same genes. So even if you've inherited a genetic predisposition to hair loss, there is still a lot you can do to slow it down or even reverse part of the process. Let's look at what the latest research suggests about reversing genetic hair loss. First, there's low-level laser therapy, or LLLT. It uses red light at specific wavelengths to stimulate mitochondrial activity in hair cells. In simple terms, it gives the follicles more energy to grow. Studies have shown consistent improvement in hair density and thickness after several months of use. Second, there's microneedling. Tiny needles that create micro-injuries in the scalp, triggering collagen production and better absorption of topical treatments like minoxidil or growth serums. Third, new peptide-based serums and stem cell therapies are emerging, designed to wake up dormant follicles by signaling them to re-enter the growth phase. While still in early stages, they represent a promising frontier in hair science. But even with advanced treatments, the foundation remains the same. You must support your internal health, the roots of the problem, not just the surface. Now, let us shift focus to how to build a complete hair recovery plan based on science and sustainability. We can break it down into 3 levels: internal balance, external stimulation, lifestyle optimization. 1. Internal balance. Start with nutrition and hormones. Your body can't build hair without raw materials: amino acids, iron, zinc, vitamins A, D, E, and B complex. Focus on real, whole foods: eggs, spinach, berries, avocados, salmon, and pumpkin seeds. If you're vegan, pay special attention to protein intake and consider supplementing with plant-based biotin or iron. Balance your hormones by reducing processed foods, managing stress, and getting enough sleep. Remember, your hair is a mirror of your internal chemistry. 2. External stimulation. Once your inner balance improves, it's time to activate your scalp. Massage your scalp daily with your fingertips or a soft brush. This increases microcirculation, delivering more oxygen and nutrients to the follicles. Combine it with essential oils like rosemary or peppermint, which have clinical backing for improving growth rates. Try microneedling once a week if you're comfortable, and apply a growth serum afterward to maximize absorption. If you can, invest in a red light therapy cap or comb. It's a one-time investment that delivers proven results over time. And most importantly, keep your scalp clean. A healthy scalp microbiome, the natural balance of good bacteria and oils, is essential. Overwashing can strip it, underwashing can suffocate it. Aim for balance. 3. Lifestyle optimization. Finally, no hair recovery journey is complete without addressing your daily habits. Sleep, hydration, and stress management are not optional. They are essential. Your body regenerates at night, so without proper rest, even the best treatments won't be fully effective. Drink at least 2 liters of water daily. Every follicle depends on hydration for nutrient transport and detoxification. And remember, movement is medicine. Exercise improves blood flow, balances hormones, and lowers cortisol. All vital for healthy hair. Now, let's look at some emerging trends in science that might shape the future of hair health. Researchers are exploring exosome therapy, which uses nano-sized messengers to communicate growth signals to hair follicles. Others are studying platelet-rich plasma, PRP, where your own blood is concentrated and re-injected into the scalp to trigger natural regrowth. There's even early research on gut health and its impact on hair. It turns out that your microbiome, the trillions of bacteria in your digestive system, can affect nutrient absorption, inflammation, and hormonal balance, all of which influence hair growth. That means a healthy gut might be just as important for your hair as a healthy scalp. Eating fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, or kimchi can support that balance naturally. Now let's recap everything we've covered so far. We've learned that hair loss isn't caused by just one factor. It is a multi-layered process involving hormones, nutrition, stress, scalp health, and genetics. Each cause contributes differently for each person, which is why there's no single miracle cure, but there is a scientific strategy that works for almost everyone. Support your hormones naturally and, if necessary, medically. Eat a nutrient-rich diet to feed your follicles from within. Manage stress to balance cortisol and protect your hair's growth cycle. Keep your scalp clean, nourished, and well circulated. And finally, embrace a healthy lifestyle that supports all of it, because your hair thrives when your body thrives. Remember, patience is key. Hair growth is slow. It happens in cycles that can last several months. Most people begin noticing results only after 3 to 6 months of consistent effort. But the good news is, your body wants to heal. When you give it the right environment, it will respond. Even if genetics are against you, even if you've struggled for years, science shows that the right combination of internal and external care can make a remarkable difference. So don't give up. Your hair is more than just appearance. It's an expression of your vitality, your health, and your confidence. And every small step you take, every healthy meal, every night of good sleep, every stress you let go, brings you closer to stronger, fuller, healthier hair. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Vital Metal, and join us as we explore more science-backed solutions for your health, your hair, and your life. Because your vitality is your greatest strength, and it's time to protect it. Bonus section: daily habits that prevent hair loss. Before we wrap up, let's add a practical layer to everything we've learned. Because science is only powerful when it's applied in daily life. So here are simple, science-backed habits you can build into your routine to protect your hair every single day. Let's begin with your morning routine. When you wake up, drink a full glass of water. Hydration kickstarts circulation, helps your body detoxify, and supports nutrient delivery to your hair follicles. If you can, squeeze a bit of lemon or add some electrolytes for better absorption. Then move your body, even for 5 minutes. A short walk, a few stretches, or light exercise improves blood flow to your scalp and lowers stress hormones like cortisol. Remember, circulation is life for your hair. Next, your breakfast choices matter more than you think. Avoid sugary cereals or refined carbs that spike insulin, because high insulin can increase DHT levels, the same hormone linked to pattern baldness. Instead, go for a protein-rich breakfast: eggs, yogurt, oats with seeds, or a smoothie with spinach and berries. Protein and B vitamins in the morning set the foundation for strong, resilient strands. Throughout your day, try to keep your scalp clean, but not stripped. If you use styling products, wash them off before bed. Build-up can clog follicles and block growth. Choose gentle, sulfate-free shampoos and avoid overwashing. 2 to 3 times a week is ideal for most people. Now let's talk about stress management, one of the biggest hidden causes of hair loss. Find a ritual that calms your mind: meditation, journaling, a short walk, or even a few deep breaths every hour. The goal isn't T to eliminate stress, it's S to control your body, S reaction to it. When you learn to do that, you protect your hormones, your heart, and your hair. Then there's sleep. This might sound simple, but quality sleep is one of the most powerful natural treatments for hair loss. While you sleep, your body releases growth hormones, repairs tissue, and resets your entire hormonal system. Try going to bed and waking up at the same time each day, and avoid screens for 30 minutes before sleep. If you struggle with rest, magnesium or herbal teas like chamomile can help you unwind. Now, let's move to something often overlooked: scalp care as self-care. Once or twice a week, take 5 minutes to gently massage your scalp with your fingertips or a soft brush. Use natural oils like rosemary, peppermint, or jojoba. These increase blood flow, reduce inflammation, and have been shown in studies to boost hair growth by stimulating dormant follicles. It's not just a treatment, it's a mindfulness practice. Another key habit is protecting your hair from external stressors. Heat styling, tight hairstyles, and harsh chemicals can all contribute to breakage. If you use a hairdryer or straightener, keep the temperature low and always use a heat protectant. If you swim in chlorinated water, rinse your hair immediately afterward or use a swimming cap. Think of your hair like skin. It needs gentle, consistent protection. And finally, remember to feed your hair from the inside out. Every meal is an opportunity to nourish growth. Make sure your diet includes omega-3 fats from salmon or flax seeds, iron from leafy greens or red meat, and antioxidants from colorful fruits and vegetables. Your follicles are alive. They respond to what you eat. Consistency is the secret ingredient. You don't need perfection, just small, steady habits that signal to your body, "I'm taking care of you." Over weeks and months, those signals turn into visible change. Thicker hair, stronger roots, and more confidence when you look in the mirror. So if you take one thing away from this video, let it be this. Healthy hair isn't built overnight. It's built every day, through the choices you make, the food you eat, the rest you get, and the calm you create. Your body is always listening. Give it what it needs, and it will give back more than you expect. Thank you for watching, and remember, you don't need to chase perfection. You just need to build consistency. Your best hair days are still ahead of you.